Ancient Egypt's magnificent images, pyramids, temples are shown with mysterious and powerful music. The voiceover says, "Secrets that have lain buried for thousands of years." Some treasures are so vast that their discovery could change the fate of humanity. The papyrus contains hints about the Golden City of the Forgotten, Pharaoh Ahmose, and the 7 seals that protect it. Connor discovers a previously overlooked section of the papyrus, revealing a map encrypted with 3 geographic markers showing the location of Pharaoh Ahmose's tomb. This map points to an isolated valley near the Red Sea, far outside the known Valley of the Kings, which no one had noticed. Connor was excited and began preparing. He started gathering equipment and working to obtain permits from the Egyptian government. Finally, his preparations were complete. He was ready to go to Egypt, the land of mysteries. 3. Connor meets up with his old friend and experienced geologist, American Professor Ethan Cole, and the talented Egyptian linguist and local guide Layla Hassan. The team of 3, with the help of modern equipment and local guides, begins the challenging desert journey. The isolation of the desert heightens the sense of danger. Following the GPS coordinates, the team discovers a hidden entrance, covered with hieroglyphs at the base of a never-before-seen rock formation in a rugged valley, revealed after a sandstorm. The hieroglyphs on the door describe not just a tomb, but a kind of locked armory. As Layla translates the hieroglyphs, she reads an ancient curse text. "If the 7 seals are broken, the wrath of Ahmose shall be unleashed." Just then, an unexpected sandstorm erupts in the valley, temporarily stranding the team. This is perceived as a supernatural warning. After the storm subsides, Connor uses a seismic scanning device to detect a deep, hand-carved tunnel beneath the entrance. The team enters through the door, which is carved with an Ankh figure, the symbol of the first seal. 5. The team proceeds through narrow and damp tunnels. The walls are covered with frescoes depicting Ahmose's life and figures that imply a technological advancement contrary to known Egyptian history. In a second chamber, they find a stone block, placed on a senet, ancient Egyptian game board, bearing the symbol of the Eye of Horus, the second seal. The moment Ethan moves the block, a sand trap is triggered, dumping tons of sand from the ceiling. The team narrowly escapes. 6. That night at the camp, Connor begins to have dreams filled with whispers, seeing himself in Pharaoh Ahmose's burial chamber. In the dreams, Ahmose's silhouette whispers, "Let it go. He is not one of you." Upon reaching the 3rd chamber, they are met by a Sphinx statue, the 3rd seal. At the foot of the statue, they find a rusty, ancient razor that was missing from their equipment inventory the day before. This is the first concrete evidence that someone was in the tomb before them. Layla becomes uneasy with the increasing tension and strange occurrences. She tells Connor that finding this treasure will come at a cost and that the curse must be taken seriously. Connor tries to explain the events with logic, as any scientist would, but fails to convince Layla. 8. The team finds a door marked with the Akhet horizon symbol, the 4th seal, which is partially broken. The air leaking from the door is hot and dry, unlike the damp tunnels. Deep inside the tunnel, the team spots a silhouette in the distance. It is an old man in local clothing holding a lantern. The moment he sees them, he quickly disappears into the darkness. While Ethan and Layla believe this person is a grave robber watching them, Connor is suspicious of the way the man disappeared. After overcoming the last 2 difficult obstacles, a water cistern puzzle, the 5th seal, and a sound-triggered vibration puzzle, the 6th seal, the team reaches a large underground chamber. The room is not the small burial chamber they expected. It is a miniaturized, intact golden city, filled with hundreds of gold statues, jewels, and complex mechanisms. Pharaoh Ahmose built an underground capital to be transported to the afterlife, not just a tomb. 10. In the center of the city stands Pharaoh Ahmose's gold-plated sarcophagus. The last and largest seal, the Ka, soul symbol, is carved on the sarcophagus. The final section of the curse text states that by breaking this last seal, Ahmose's shadow shall return to the world. Layla realizes that the technological implications from the tomb, different metals, unknown power sources, are more than just a treasure. They are a source of knowledge that could rewrite the history of ancient Egypt. Just then, the old man they saw earlier reappears right behind the sarcophagus. His face becomes clear and, surprisingly, he closely resembles the legendary Professor Elias Vance, the supposed first discoverer of the tomb who disappeared a century ago. The man speaks in an old, rational Egyptian dialect. This treasure is not for your time. The 7 seals are complete. There is no turning back now. The old man suddenly begins to tremble, and his body rapidly turns to dust, becoming translucent. Like a recorded image, he whispers with his last breath, "The curse was a warning." As the man turns to dust, all the lights and mechanisms of the underground city activate. An ancient recording or warning sound echoes from the walls. Connor, Ethan, and Layla realize that they are part of a terrifying mystery and a kind of time loop in the middle of the greatest treasure they have ever seen. The team returns to the surface camp with only a few photographs and video recordings, and a story they cannot prove. Connor holds only the rusty, ancient razor left behind by the old man who turned to dust, the spirit of Professor Vance, or the curse's last victim. Was Ahmose's curse a guardian or a warning? Dr. Connor did not just find a lost treasure that day. He discovered a secret that challenges the boundaries of time and death itself. The Golden City, with its 7 seals, still awaits its next victim. Some secrets exist not to be found, but to be understood, and we, as humanity, will never cease the pursuit of truth. For behind every curse lies mankind's greatest lesson. The lost secrets of Egypt never end. If Dr. Connor's cursed adventure thrilled you, then subscribe now, and turn on the notification bell to find the world's greatest unsolved mysteries.